Tyler Harris, and I'm doing a speech on millennial culture. This is my note card to remind me. And this is my audience. So my speech on millennial culture. Millennials have a very bad reputation in the eyes of the generations before them, and they're kind of misunderstood. The group of people that belong to the millennial subculture are eventually going to be the future of America, so they're going to affect everybody in some way. Today I'm going to discuss three main topics about millennials. One being their central beliefs that are associated with millennials. Two being how we embrace standing out. And three, the impact of technology on my culture and generation. First, I would like to discuss the central beliefs about millennials. This first belief that I will be discussing is tolerance. This culture is one of the most racially diverse generations ever in America, and so with it being so diverse, this has caused my generation to become a culture that is extremely tolerant of others, backgrounds, and lifestyles in their choices. Most are progressive on social issues and are interested in being woke or enlightened to the problems of others. The second belief that is a lot of millennials share is that not wanting to be part of organized religion. Unlike a lot of cultures that have a similar belief in one type of religion, millennials share the similar belief that organized religion isn't that important. Of course, that doesn't mean all millennials are atheists or don't believe in anything at all. Many believe in something, whether it be a higher power, scientific theories, or anything like that, but they do not think that strict rules and exclusion are right, and they don't think that that's something that should be part of religious culture, and therefore they're not religious by traditional standards. The final belief that is associated with millennials is self-love. This is a culture where it's accepted for you to love yourself and to be who you are and to be okay with who you are and not want your future, like not only be in love with what you're going to be later on in life, but to love yourself as you are right now. And this belief has caused many to form the opinion that millennials are narcissistic or selfish. But this is very far from the truth. Actually, self-love allows you to find what you love not only about yourself, but also find those things in others. So that's something that I really love about my culture, because once we are able to love ourselves, we're able to find good in others too. Now that I've explained some core beliefs, I will talk about the importance of standing out and being different. For my generation, it's very important for us to be different, and this is something that has grouped us together and labeled us as a culture because we all try to stand out in some way. One of the ways that we try to stand out is clothing. Many clothes that have been brought popular by my generation is clothes that were looked at as ugly or unpopular or have been brought back from the past after they were labeled out of style. And so many of my generation will actually go to thrift stores or secondhand stores to find clothing that is more unique, and that's where a lot of them do their clothing shopping. Another way that my generation has found of a way to stand out is through art, whether it be music, writing, or visual art. My generation is one of the most artistic, and many of my peers actually do art or write music or are into recording songs, writing blogs, things like that. And many also have taken interest in visual art, which is graphic design, graffiti, any of those things. That's something that separates my culture from others, and it's something that we all share because it connects us and shows us how we're all so similar yet so different. And now that I've shared with you what the ways that we stand out and are different, it's time to talk about the ways that we keep in touch, and that is through technology. Technology has only recently come into the lives of many generations, but for my generation, it has been around for our whole lives. One way that technology has really changed my generation is it helps us stay connected. We always have our phones on us, so that way we stay informed. We are always in the know, and immediately we get information. And it's something that my culture is known for. I mean, if you had a problem with your phone, you wouldn't ask some old grandpa. You would ask a teenager because they're the ones who know about the newest technology. Technology has also had a negative impact. on my culture, though. It has made it harder for us to socialize face to face, and even though we're so connected, we actually don't know how to have a conversation with someone in person. And that's something that has really negatively affected my generation. So technology has also really had a large impact, but it's not always a positive impact. One thing that one of my teachers had said was he gave us free time in class, and we had about 10 minutes, and 5 minutes into class, nobody was talking to each other, everyone was on their phones, and he pointed out, he said, not a single one of you guys has tried to have a conversation with the person next to you. You're all on your phones. Doesn't that say something about your generation? So technology definitely has shaped my generation, but it's not all positive. Now that I've shared my main points with you, that being our central beliefs that are associated with being a millennial, or want to stand out and be unique, and how big of a role that technology has played, I'm glad that you guys have allowed me to share my subculture with you, and I hope that it is something that you found interesting, because it's something that I find very interesting. And I hope that this has caused a more positive outlook into the lives of the millennial culture. Thank you so much, and this is my rest of my audience.